possible to build and sell the startup in 8 months? Yes. Based on our previous experience of building, growing and selling startup to another company, this video will walk you through 3-step guide how to start, grow and sell your startup. So sit down if you're ready to hear the story. How we started? First of all, this was my second startup in AI. For those who don't know me, I'm a Ukrainian founder moving to Silicon Valley because we were accepted to an acceleration program. On this channel, I'll share some experience as a startup founder, as a person who is building business in Silicon Valley, as well as some AI tools and different resources which help you to grow your career and business. So if you share this mindset, please subscribe to this channel. Well, without going so deep into technical details in this video, I'll explain you how we found insights and you will understand the entire workflow, how to find insights to build the thing or the startup. Rule number 1. Hustle for your potential ICP, ideal customer profile or users. Think about your idea or some industry where you want to build something, right? And then find those people who you can interview. Ask about their workflow, their routine, and listen carefully what they respond. But in the beginning, you might be wrong. Who is your final user? So that's why try to talk not just to one ideal customer profile, but to 2, 3, or even 4. In our case, I spoke to different 4 groups of people. It was early stage founders, right? Who don't have so much resources they can allocate to hire recruiters. So they might try to hire people by themselves. And I try to interview them to understand their process and how their workflows look like. Then the second ICP, it was recruiters, people who daily searching for leads, searching for great people, for ideal candidates for specific roles. The ICP number 3 was hiring manager. So this is the person who is hiring, as who is making the decision if this person is a good fit or not. And the ICP number 4, it was HRs of the companies and how they actually work and with something, do they need help or not. Interviewing all of them, we've learned the process of finding the best candidate and realized that our main focus would be on the recruiters. After that, just go deeper into the details of the process and where AI, in our case, could be applied. As well as don't forget to ask them if they really have this problem or struggle, how they right now overcome it. So what the alternative do they use right now? Quick insight, I really think that this initial stage is so important and that couldn't be skipped. There's a tons of different AI tools, but how many of them are really useful? Think about this. So in order to sell anything to customers or to potential buyers of the business, it must be valuable. So literally, let them try to use every single version of your product and ask for feedback. Ask if they find it valuable, what they don't like, and if they are ready to pay for that. If yes, then how much? If not, then what you should add in order or iterate in order it would be so valuable that they will be ready to pay for this product. Be not only ready to hear that painful truth, but look for that. Literally, you need to find out the most painful truth about your feature, your tool. Maybe this is not bringing enough value. Maybe this sucks. Maybe this is something what is not working. Or maybe this is something what people don't need. You need to find out as early as possible that and figure out how to change or how to translate it into something useful. This is growth stage. To sell anything, you need to have a user base, customer base. That's a need to have a great growth strategy. Since I have been into marketing for entire my career, especially focusing on B2B marketing, I thought, oh, it would be nice to have a partnerships with the biggest companies in this industry. I'm kidding. This realization came through the users. You know, this is why it's so important to speak to your ideal customer profile to find the insights, because literally these people told me that, oh, it would be so great and so beneficial if we would have integration with the ATS systems which we use right now. And I was thinking like, oh wow, that's so cool. Because in this case, they don't need to switch between tools. They will have everything entirely in one tool. They don't need to download resumes and upload into our tool. They just will go through 2 clicks and they will have a valuable insights and valuable results. So you see how important it is to speak to people. They literally know more than you do. Even if you spent 7 years in marketing, they could create a better growth strategy. So with that, I went to the biggest players of the industry and asked them if they really would like to partner with us. The growth stage for every company is very unique case. And of course, understanding how actually to sell your business, startup, tool, product, wherever you have right now in your mind, all of that what I explained before, neither building stage, neither growth stage, don't make any sense without the last stage, which is how to sell. If your goal is really to sell, then depending on your stage, if it's a huge acquisition, usually merchant acquisition brokers together with the investors, together with a group of lawyers will help you with that. But let's speak about something more realistic and smaller and in a shorter period of time. First of all, you need to understand who would be your potential perfect buyer, what the size of the company, what are their goals, and why would they be interested in acquiring your startup. Is it the technology, brand, user base, revenue, or maybe a team? Then evaluate your startup. There are different calculators for this and platforms like acquire.com that can help you to evaluate what actually the price of your business. You can reach out to companies for partnership, and if your work together goes well, then they can make you an offer. You also can ask brokers to help you to find your ideal buyer. There's a different brokers for different sizes of the companies. They're not the same. So you need to investigate what is your size of the company and what would be the group of brokers who are taking care of such businesses. And the last but not least, you can list your startup on some platforms like marketplaces where the businesses could be sold. The main thing is, do not expect that this process will be fast. Usually it takes 6 months in the best case scenario. And the first offer might be not that offer with which you will end up. The next rule, you need to screen your potential buyer as much as they will screen you. You also have to have a lawyer who will protect your rights. And the most important, you don't need to stop working on your startup. You need to continue growing and maintaining the startup. From the moment you start to be at the process of acquisition, you have 2 jobs. So I'm sharing so many resources, different AI tools, which will help you to grow your business, which will help you in your career. If you're interested in such, then please click the link below and download all of that AI resource library.